This is the story of Princess Ariadne of Crete and her unfortunate association with dirtbag Theseus. This is part 3, so if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, go back and watch them. No, really, do it, because this is such an interesting story. So we left off, and dirtbag Theseus has killed the Minotaur with the help of Ariadne, the Princess of Crete. Honestly, these guys would never be doing anything without these women helping. Ahem, Jason would not have gotten the Golden Fleece if Medea hadn't helped him, and then he just ditched her. Much like dirtbag Jason, dirtbag Theseus takes Ariadne and her sister Phaedra. Ariadne helped Theseus to defy the king and queen of Crete, so they all had to flee, and they went to Naxos. Theseus promised to marry Ariadne, but instead of doing that, he gets up in the middle of the night in Naxos, gets all his people together, and takes Phaedra, and they leave. They leave without Ariadne. They leave her sleeping on the beach, and she wakes up and she's like, Theseus, where are you? Now, there are lots of different rationalizations for why Theseus just left Ariadne on the beach in Naxos after she helped him and then after he promised to marry her. Let's talk about them. A modern source by Renaud says that Ariadne and a few of the other women engaged in a Dionysic ritual and frenzied party to the god Dionysus, where they got so drunk and so high that, just like the Theban arts of Dionysus, they dismembered the king of Naxos, and Ariadne took part. For this reason, Theseus is so disgusted with her that he just leaves. Medieval writer Chaucer says that Theseus ditched her in the middle of the night because he was lusting after her younger sister Phaedra. And that would make sense because once they got to Athens, Theseus married Phaedra. Another version is that the goddess Athena revealed herself to Theseus and said, you gotta dump Ariadne. She's a distraction, and you're gonna be king of Athens one day. Rude. An ancient version by Diodorus says that the god Dionysus appeared to Theseus and said, you have to leave Ariadne because I want her as my wife. And I suppose you don't go against the words or the orders of a god. So Theseus gets up and leaves, and then the next day when Ariadne wakes up, Dionysus is like, beautiful lady, you're gonna be my wife now. In other ancient versions, Theseus still does abandon Ariadne without consulting with Dionysus first. And Dionysus finds this beautiful young lady weeping on a beach and consoles her, and they fall in love. So not orchestrated by Dionysus. Dionysus and Ariadne marry, and Ariadne's Cretan marriage crown gets thrown up into the sky and turned into a constellation, the Corona Borealis. Yikes, I'm running out of time, but another version is that Theseus is trying to save the ship from getting blown away. He gets on the ship and is blown off course. He comes back to Naxos to find Ariadne dead, and he's very sad about it. There's more. Do you want more?